What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be talking a little bit about my understanding of the cheat softwares that are absolutely ruining Warzone. And the reason we're doing this today is simply just to pin this video to the top of my channel so that any new visitors or any new subscribers to this channel have an understanding about me, and they know straight away that I have used cheats in the past, and that is how I have the knowledge about them. But we will definitely be going into more detail in this video today. So guys, if you do enjoy the video, be sure to hit that thumbs up. If you're new, subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future videos. And don't forget to follow me on Twitter at Badboy Beaman. It's the best place for you guys to contact me about any streamers, no matter how big or small, if you believe they are cheating. Right, let's crack on with the video. So as I mentioned, we are going to be putting this video that we're making today at the top of the channel here. So for anybody watching this now who's new, this is probably where you're watching it, okay? But what I want to show you first is something that we actually posted some time ago. In fact, it was probably within the first 10 videos we posted in the Our Streamers Cheaters video series. Okay, so here we have it here. I'd done a couple of videos back in, right at the start of September 2020. And a little bit further down the line, we done this one. They think it's all over, not a chance. What's going on? Now, you can tell the reason I'm doing this video today is because I could have just pinned this original video, but the quality of it is pretty poor. So in the video here on show, I actually explain why I have knowledge of the cheats. And that is because I use them. I use them specifically to learn about them. Did I use them in public lobbies? Yes. Did I use them in private lobbies? No, because at the time there wasn't any private lobbies. But I did actually do a lot of the testing on the settings for the cheat engines in the Warzone practice mode. And the reason for that is because there are so many settings on each individual software that you can download, that some of them are different to others. A lot of the cheat engines do have similarities. Some of them are more advanced, some of them are less advanced. And it all depends on which ones you go for. You can get some that are only compatible with keyboard and mouse, where you do have to download a third-party software if you want to use a controller. And in doing that, you have to keybind all the settings to the controller. In doing that, it's an absolute nightmare. There are other ones out there where you can literally just plug in your controller and play straight away. Now, let me tell you something. Prior to September 2020, I didn't have a clue, and the reason I'm so open and honest about that is because I try to be as transparent as possible with you, my community. Some of you may not know this, but I was once a Facebook gaming streamer, and every single game I actually played whilst being a streamer was on the PlayStation 4. Every single game of Warzone I ever streamed was on the PlayStation 4 as well. I was doing very well for myself as a Facebook gaming streamer. Things seemed to be going up and up and up. Everything was going great. It turns out that another streamer on Facebook gaming, who was my main duo partner in Call of Duty Warzone, was actually using cheats, and I didn't know whether or not he was. It turns out that he was doing other tricks and things like that as well. So I decided at that point I was taking a step away from streaming, and I found that this was my new focus. I decided to start researching cheats. By doing that, I had to download them and use them firsthand to have a full understanding of exactly what they look like. The first ones I downloaded was engine owning cheats. This absolutely blew my mind originally, and the reason for that was because, like a lot of you guys out there, you assume straight away that aimbot doesn't miss any bullets. So did I. You assume that it only hits headshots. So did I. And you pretty much assume that if somebody is using aimbot, that they can't die. And again, back then, prior to me doing any research into the softwares themselves, I had that similar understanding. Because what you've got to realise is, at this point, with Warzone being cross-platform, a lot of people transferred from console over to PC due to the fact that it's cross-platform. A lot of people who were on console didn't really need to or have to understand what aimbot was, because it wasn't really a thing on console. But PC gaming, if you remember back in Blackout days, that was actually terrible for aimbot. It ruined Blackout within months. Whereas on console, Blackout actually still lives on now. People still play it. You can still get into a lobby. You try and load into a game on PC, it's pretty much impossible. Anyway, we posted this video simply to let you guys know straight away, off the bat, that I have a knowledge of cheats because I have downloaded, tested, and used them. So I'm reiterating that point to you guys today. As I said, the first one I downloaded was Engine Owner. We went through all the different settings on that. And I'll be honest, that gave me a massive understanding straight away of how in-depth the cheats are and how advanced they are. To understand all the different settings on the aimbot, you can literally fine-tune those cheats to look legit. And let's not even mention now that they've got silent aim on engine owning. And just so you guys are aware, when silent aim come out onto engine owning, I did try and test that to see exactly what it looks like. But I will say that back in September, it was not just engine owning cheats I downloaded. We tried sky cheats, we tried battle log, we tried artificial aiming, and there was many others as well. A lot of them were absolutely rubbish, to the point where it wasn't even worth using it. A lot of them seemed to make your game jitter, and they just did not work or run directly with the game. However, the ones I have mentioned, they are ones that could actually be very well fine-tuned to make them look as legit as possible. You can get them to the point where it is pretty much undetectable. And the only way you could actually detect these is through very minute situations within the game. And then you have to look and think, one of them could be an in-game glitch, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 15, 20 of them, you know something's wrong. You know that maybe that person is using them cheats. In doing my research, I found out that the guy who I was actually playing with when I was a streamer was cheating. I actually did a video on him. He's changed his name now. He uses monitor cams, anything you can think of to try and prove his innocence. We won't talk about his name because that's done and dusted. That is in the past. However, let me say this, that everything that comes out that's new, such as the unlocker tools, such as silent aim, along with other features, I have to go and do my research on that. So guys, you need to understand that there are new features added quite a lot to these aimbot softwares, to these cheat engines, so to speak. The ESP settings are ridiculous, to the point where now on engine owning, along with others, you can actually use unlocker tools. This has been a feature on artificial aiming for some time, but something to do with the source code from that being leaked has actually caused other cheat engines and developers to actually have access to that now. That's causing them to now all have these unlocker tools. So people are talking about there being a glitch in the game where it's unlocking people's camos. Honestly, I don't agree with that. I honestly believe that maybe the person didn't realise that in their miscellaneous section on their cheat engine, they've got unlock all selected to be on, and it's happening mid-game. That's just my opinion on that. Guys, this is me letting you know why and how I have knowledge of the cheat engines, why and how I have knowledge of what cheats look like in Call of Duty Warzone. And let me tell you this now, every single update that happens with these cheat engines, every new feature that's added, I will be trying and testing them, that I have the full knowledge possible to be able to give you guys the best understanding of what to look for and exactly what's going on in certain streamers' footage. If you don't like that, then maybe this channel isn't for you. If you understand exactly why I'm doing it, then happy days, stick around. And what I want to also say is that moving forward with this channel, we are definitely going to be doing these type of videos for future games. Who knows, is the cheat for Halo? Yes. Who knows, is the cheat for Battlefield? Yes. They are already advertised all over the internet. These are games that aren't even released yet, and there are cheats already available or already being manufactured for these games. We actually did a video recently about the new Battlefield game and how the source code has actually been leaked for that game, which is exactly what people believe happened with the Warzone source code. They believe it got leaked. They believe the cheat developers actually got their hands on this source code, allowing them to bypass any update the game has, allowing them to update their cheat engines within the hour. So if it's true, and it's true about Battlefield source code being leaked, it means that we're in for one hell of a ride. As long as the FPS games stay cross-platform with PC dominating and source code being leaked, who knows what the future holds for FPS gaming. But like I said, guys, we will be testing things out. As I've mentioned as well, this video was posted November the 7th, 2020. Okay, we actually started this series in September 2020. Let me show you though, this wasn't a video I've posted and only allowed 2,298 people to watch it. We actually went ahead and reposted it again, so that you guys who were new after this video and didn't actually scroll back and see it, got to understand exactly why I've got the knowledge I have. Okay, so like I said guys, this one, 8 months ago, we scroll up quite a bit because honestly we put quite a lot of videos out. Okay, so this is the one here, guys. Badboy Beaman explains his knowledge of cheat software, Warzone, Modern Warfare. Again, 33,000 views. This one got in February 2021. So this again is a bit dated, old camera, things like that. So we're updating the video today by reiterating the points we made in this video, as well as the one we made in the last video that we showed earlier. And again, guys, this just shows to you that I have been open and transparent since all the way back when we started this series. Okay, I think I posted about 10, maybe 15 videos before I actually released a video explaining why I've got my knowledge. And I should have started the whole series with that. So this video will be getting pinned to the top of the channel and being left there. So everybody who comes to the channel, every new subscriber, every new viewer gets a little bit of an understanding of what's going on this channel and why we have the knowledge we have. Also, guys, we do have people helping in the background. It is not just me. I do speak to people who are rage hackers. I speak to people who use the cheats with soft aimbot. And that gives me that extra level of understanding as well. I just want you guys to be aware that I actually speak to some of these people. Yes, they are the people we are against, but the main thing about this channel is about streamers who are using these cheats within a game that has no anti-cheat and are profiting from it. Which brings me to a couple of other points, guys. We actually have videos on this channel which demonstrate how some of these cheat engines actually work, which demonstrate all the different settings within the cheat engines. So if you don't know about that, I will actually link them in the description of this video. We will show you them now so you can go back and check them out if you want, or you can just check them out in the video description below. So from pretty much the very start of this video series, we were letting people know and have an understanding of what the cheats look like. How to tell if your favorite streamer is cheating. This video actually includes a demonstration of how the battle log cheats work. But from the very first couple of months of this series being on, we are actually already giving people an understanding of how advanced the cheat engines are. And keep in mind, this is one of the most publicly available cheat engines. But you can see on here on the video that it actually goes through the cheat menu and it shows in depth exactly what these settings do. If you want to check that video out, feel free, guys. This was from October the 8th, 2020. We've got one right next to it. In this video, we actually found a website advertising Coldwar cheats, and this was prior to Coldwar actually being released. If you want to check that out, it will be linked in the description below. And again, guys, another video. This one's called How Streamers Use Aimbot and Wall Hacks Explained. And in this video, it actually shows you in depth all of the settings of this cheat engine. So again, if you want to go and check that one out, it will be linked in the description below. And in this video, we actually demonstrate wall hacks and aimbot being used in Coldwar whilst it was in beta stage. So this was prior to the actual release of the game, while it was in beta stage, and wall hacks and aimbot were already accessible for the beta. If you want to check this video out, guys, go and check it out in the link below. And we actually had one which demonstrated how you can toggle your aimbot off and on through the press of a button. Only in this video, we didn't use the press of a button. We demonstrated it with foot pedals. How streamers toggle aimbot off and on using foot pedals. And the reason we say this is because a lot of streamers were using foot pedals at the time, where they were saying it was for their Discord to mute and unmute. However, we found out that it could actually be linked up and tied to aimbot, so you could toggle your cheats off and on. Not just aimbot either, guys, it can be toggled for wall hacks, although not many people do this, because if you've actually already got your ESP settings hidden from your stream, then there's no reason for you to toggle them off and on. However, it still can be done, and this whole video demonstrates how aimbot can be toggled with foot pedals. If you want to go and check this one out, guys, again, it's linked down below. And there was another thing which really got to me, is that back in the day, 8 months ago, there was a lot of questions being asked about people using aimbot with controller. There was a massive argument. Nobody believed that aimbot could be used with controller, so guess what? We actually posted a video about this. Z-Laner and Crinzix discuss aimbot with controller. And what you got to take into consideration here, guys, is that Crinzix is a pro CDL player and Z-Laner at the time was an up-and-coming streamer, and they both denied the fact that aimbot could be used with controller. Now, this is why having an extensive knowledge of how the cheat engines work and how you can actually map a controller through the keyboard using a third-party software to allow it to register as the keyboard whilst you're playing, or to actually find the softwares that just plug and play controller in and straight away off you go, the aimbot is accessible with controller. It all depends on which one you want to go through. This literally demonstrates throughout how you can use it and also how you can toggle it off and on, and also demonstrates how ESP settings can be hidden on OBS. And this is because people didn't realize the streamers could hide the squares around the players or the player skeletons or the player lines, anything like that. They didn't realize it could be hidden from this stream. They honestly thought that what they were seeing watching a streamer is exactly what the streamer could see. We've come a long way since back then, guys, but again, honestly, if you guys want to check this video out, let me tell you, this one is a brilliant watch and it does explain a lot in a lot of detail. So it will be linked in the description below, guys. So if you guys understand exactly why I did the research and you are happy to still continue supporting this channel, I appreciate you massively. If not, don't worry, I completely understand. I did use cheats, but I used them strictly for research purposes. And whenever there is updates, whenever there are new features added to these cheat engines, of course, I'm going to need to be testing them. I'm going to need to continue my research to make sure that nothing slips through. Let me just say as well, for the over 40,000 people who support this channel and understand exactly why we do what we do here, I appreciate you massively. And for many more who want to come and support the channel as well. So guys, if you did enjoy this video, be sure to hit that thumbs up, and why not give it a share? Let people understand exactly why and how I know what I do about the cheat engines. If you're new, subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future videos. If you want to support the channel further, hit that blue join button today and become a member of the Triple B fam. And don't forget to follow me on Twitter at Badboy Beaman. Until next time, I'll catch you on the flip side. Peace!